Welcome and join us on our journey as we interview everyday people and ask them that very question of who am I?
Who am I? Who am I?
Afternoon. Who am I? I'm Vless. Yeah. Name is Alex Vless, Bots, Dragon. Either which one. You have a plethora of, well, yeah, you see they saying where I'm from Nassau, Bahamas. I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say that, It's planet Earth. But Nassau, Bahamas. I am a serial entrepreneur. Honestly and truly, yeah, a serial entrepreneur. I started out with music and I just branched out into a lot of different things. So a while ago. Flip, I came up at a time where there was a lot of people who didn't believe in what they could have been doing and who didn't believe in themselves. So they transferred that same energy, that same knowledge, or those same lies. They transferred it onto the other generation, and somehow you could, being in the middle as a millennial, you could see where, okay, I see where you are influenced by people who couldn't try to live their dreams, and you are now putting that on other people. So in the way that I started, my brother, he did music. He wanted to sing. He wanted to be a singer. Back then, no one was singing like that. It's either a doctor, lawyer, professional jobs most of the time. So since seeing that and seeing and hearing him having the ability to sing, have some of the talent, I started just letting him go to any school talent shows, any type thing to enhance that talent. And eventually it grew. Cousin came along, brought his friend, his other friend. This guy came along too, said he had talent, and we started a band. Then later on we started a music group, and heavily inspired by Naked Brothers Band. Shout out to them still, on a real though, because that was like my first eye-opening, a blueprint to see how this music thing can be done. You have a manager, you have your parents in the background, and then you have the band, right? Social media wasn't that big at that time, but at the same time, they were still out there doing it, bro. So I saying, if these little kids could do it, we could do it too. So, and that's, yeah. My biggest accomplishment to date is still being here, being alive, honestly. That is one. Based on a lot of choices that I made, they could have caused me to be unalived. But now I'm here, so I'm grateful for that, honestly. And and my daughter. That's the next. Yeah, my daughter. Shout out to Joan IRB. That's she's a big accomplishment to me as well. I ain't really got none. Everything is a lesson. No regrets. Biggest regret is done. Uh, Life is just about lessons. Real talk. So the best advice is to be consistent and to be persistent and to follow your crazy idea. Follow your crazy idea. Follow your crazy dream. Follow that thing that you know will one day elevate you to where you need to be. Only you could see and only you could hear you. So why aren't you listening to you? Why aren't you going to do what you set out to do? And finding your purpose. Shout out to the late Dr. Miles, a great man. He was always talking about purpose. I think that one of the other things, along with following your crazy dream, your crazy idea, find your purpose too. Once you find your purpose, or at least have an idea of where it is that you want to go, what are you placed here for, that would help. That wouldn't make things smooth sailing, but it would make things a bit easier. Yeah, might bump your toe here or there, but at least you have a band-aid in the next hand. So yeah, finding your purpose and following your crazy idea. Those are some of the best words that I have ever heard. And in my case, some of the advice that I would give is to do that same thing. Stay persistent, stay consistent. You can get it. Oh, I agree with with what Kanye say. I agree with what Kanye saying. Slavery was a choice, Real what? That's one of them. I have a couple more, but I can let that one ride. Yeah, that's a choice. You see, you gotta free yourself. Everything cool. I ain't gonna go too. Yeah. Well, top three is boy. Top three gotta be boy. Everyone's a boy. That's a woman, man, dog, cat, child. Everyone's a boy. That Bungie, you know what I mean? Bungie is have to be one of them. Wait, what? Yeah, boy, big juicy Bungie, boy. And the last, I be boy. Yeah, boy. But between those two, and Tingham. You gotta love Tingham. Tingham is another one that could mean anything, anybody, any place, anytime. I go. Webster's put that in the dictionary, boy. Tingham. Shout out to Reign of the Eclectics that is coming out in September. I'll be performing there. We'll be performing at South by Southwest in Texas next year. We're going to Dallas this year as well to do some music. Also, shout out to Nibs. That's my artist who's coming on stream. She about to bust. Lil J 338. We got a lot of things coming on, honestly. I'm going to be acting more in a few plays. Shout out to Love on a Two-Way Street. You all should definitely check that out. It's a beautiful play. And on the music side, I have sold out seats that will be coming to a radio near you. Shout out to D-Marpe. Shout out to Palm Tree. Shout out to everyone who has really helped me on this journey. But new music, more acting, more commercials, and a lot of traveling, honestly. Looking forward to traveling. You can find me on Instagram. The social media you can find me on. You can find me on Instagram as Batzbey. BATZBEY. You could also find me on YouTube as Vless. You could also find me Spotify, Vless. You can find me Apple Music as Vless as well. You could VLESS.